Today on TimesCast, after the recent intervention by UN and French forces, Ivory Coast's former leader was captured by his political rival.
It will be seen by the population of Ivory Coast as displacing a president that many in the population support and many who will resent the use of international power to try to get him out.
And a law banning Muslim women from wearing the niqab leads to arrests and protests.
According to the new law, and for Sarkozy, I am an outlaw.
Today in Abidjan, the main city of Ivory Coast, Laurent Gbagbo, the strong man of the nation, was captured. It came after a dramatic one-week standoff against forces loyal to his rival, Alassane Ouattara, the man widely seen as the winner of last year's presidential election. It also came after aerial bombardments by France and by the United Nations in their claim to protect the civilian population. They say that they were doing this to destroy the heavy weapons that were used to target civilians, but it will also be seen by the population of Ivory Coast as a foreign intervention, as displacing a president that many in the population support and many who will resent the use of international power to try to get him out. This will put his rival, Alassane Ouattara, the man who internationally is recognized as the winner of the elections last year, at a significant disadvantage as he tries to take over. He will be seen as an outside foreign implant foisted upon much of the population, and that will potentially weaken his legitimacy as he tries to take over the country. He's also going to face significant concerns on the part of the international community over the conduct of his own forces, because as they stormed across the country last week to take over the country and try to force Mr. Gbagbo from office, they are being accused of committing human rights abuses in parts of the West, also in parts of the main city, Abidjan. So there'll be some serious questions that Ouattara is facing as well as he tries to take office.
Je pense que pour les femmes voilées intégrales, j'entends, qui veulent vivre en France, c'est pas un très bon moyen d'intégration.
Je vais continuer à m'habiller de cette manière-là parce que j'estime que cette loi-là, justement, elle va à l'encontre de ma liberté individuelle d'exercer mon culte.
France enacted a law to ban women wearing full facial covering today, the first country in Europe to do so. In Paris, there was a small protest in front of Notre Dame Cathedral. There were other public protests in London, and there were personal protests. There was a woman named Kenza Drieder who wears the full-face veil, who wore it on a train to Paris to appear on television. In Paris, a colleague spoke to Rachid Nakaz, a property dealer, who organized the protest outside the Notre Dame Cathedral.
J'ai décidé de créer un fonds doté d'1 million d'euros afin de financer toutes les amendes que vont recevoir les femmes portant librement le niqab dans la rue. Mon objectif, c'est de rendre inapplicable cette loi car elle ne respecte pas les libertés fondamentales.
Most women in France who wear the niqab, the Interior Ministry estimates only 2,000 out of a French Muslim population of nearly 6 million hid today. They stayed inside, and the police themselves are uncomfortable. But the importance of the law, in a way, is different. I mean, some people say by stigmatizing one gender of one religion, the government is playing politics with a very dangerous issue, which is Islam. And the people who support the law say it's for the freedom of women, but the women who are told they shouldn't wear the veil think otherwise.